Well, I mean, you had a big push in your career where you actually feuded with him in the faction.
Evolution.
The Evolution, yeah. It was Batista, Triple H, and Ric Flair.
Yeah.
How's that?
It was awesome. It was one of the, it's, when you're in the ring with guys who at the top are at the top of their game, and I'm the one that they're going against, that's the position everybody in that locker room wants. That's what everybody's fighting for. Because during that, 2003, 2004 time, Evolution was wrestling. They were what was carrying the Monday Night Raw. And just sharing screen time, sharing the ring with them, that was probably the best time of my career, my wrestling career.
Well, recently the Mr. McMahon documentary came out, and I've watched wrestling here and there, but I wasn't following it religiously like a lot of people. So I really got to see a lot of things for the first time watching it. Number one, would you say that Mr. McMahon is the greatest character from WWE of all time? Because that's what they kind of said.
But then again, I don't think that was him as, I think that's who Vince is. I think Vince
so he wasn't playing anybody.
I think Vince is Mr. McMahon with the volume turned up. No, I think he's being who he is.
Yeah.
He's not that damn good of an actor. I mean, it used to be the running joke backstage. The Vince's shock was the gulp, the over-animated gulp. And I mean, that shows you just how not good of an actor he is. So I don't think he could have carried on the Mr. McMahon character.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a little bit of who he was.
Yeah, I remember.
I didn't think the documentary was I didn't think they went in near as hard as they could have.
Oh, they could have gone harder.
Way harder.
So what was the craziest thing that you saw Vince McMahon do during your time?
The craziest thing I saw him do, he opened up a meeting one time and he just he talked to people the way that I just couldn't imagine grown men talking to another grown man.
Like, what would he say?
He just motherfucked the whole company. He would occasionally they would bring us in and put us for a meeting, and ratings were down, attendance was down. Guys were getting in trouble. We'd take flights, and there's all these roided up freaks on planes and tank tops scaring all the other passengers. So they instituted a dress code and everything. But Vince was none too pleased with that. Yeah. And you just can't imagine a company and your boss telling you that you're a fucking piece of shit. Just every one of you is fucking replaceable. Every fucking one of you.
Yeah, I remember when I was watching the documentary, there was a proposed storyline where he got his daughter pregnant.
Yeah.
Did you even hear about this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so this was actually talked about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but nobody was shocked.
You weren't shocked at that?
No.
Incest.
Kane punted a fake baby. Or they had people having sex with cadavers. Yes, it's wrestling. No, nothing shocked me. Nothing shocked me. It was just, hope they don't go with it.
Okay.
Yeah, really, really hope they don't go that route.
Well, I mean, I can say that the one thing that I really, connected with me from watching that documentary was you saw these people in WWE, they would leave WWE on bad terms. Yeah. They would trash McMahon publicly. Then they would sue him.
Yeah.
He would settle the lawsuits then bring them back and incorporate the lawsuit, even if it was sexual harassment or whatever, into the storyline.
Yep.
And that's what made me take a step back and say, I think I might be taking business a little too personally. Let me call up some people that I've had personal issues with and just get back to business. Yeah. And I did that afterwards. Literally after watching it, I made a phone call, and you'll see someone on Vlad TV you haven't seen in a long time because of watching that documentary. Because I'm like, okay, if this guy is big enough to get over his personal issues and he's worth 100 times what I'm worth, who am I to be sitting here in my feelings over something that's not even a big deal?
Listen, there was I think it was in Memphis locker room. There was an old plaque that was right on the right above the booker's desk, and it said, "Personal issues draw money." And Vince lived by that.
Huh.
If there was something that was a real issue, and you could tap into that, cha-ching. And if Vince was making dollars, if Vince was doing well business-wise, there was no price he wasn't going to pay. And that's just the kind of person he is. People always ask me about Vince, and I think they want me to say that, I hate him, he's the worst, he's this and that. I say the same thing all the time. He signed the front of the checks, I signed the back. When I was making him money, when I was a good draw for him, he would see Maven hug me backstage, and everything was right as rain. The moment I didn't, he forgot about me as quick as he could. Why? Because he viewed everything as transactional. He viewed everything through a business lens. And I'm not going to hate on the man for that. And also, the night my mom died, he called me. He called me.
Yeah.
That means something to me. I'm not going to say I condone, I justify his actions. But then again, also, I wasn't there. I don't know what took place. I don't know what's true. I don't know what's alleged. I don't know what was consensual. I trust in the process, and I trust that it's going to play itself out. And I think we're in an iceberg moment. I think we've only seen the tip of what's to come.